I'll be using mainly Poundland items and come up with 5 DIYs, that is farmhouse, modern, and with a hint of my favorite color. If you want to see what I came up with, want to see my unique DIYs, keep on watching. First one is inspired by London in Bloom book, and I made a stack of 3 books and used plywood because the sides looks exactly like a book, and to cover it I use acrylic pad sheet because it's really thick, and as a decoration I wanted to use watercolor, and normal ordinary paper wouldn't be suitable for this process. All of them cut, ready for me to paint, and I will be using this raffia packaging material that I bought from Hobbycraft, and I'm going to color coordinate my flowers with this color. If you never had a go with watercolors or try to attempt making flowers or rose, I say just start. If you like producing items for your home, have a go at the painting as well, and I really enjoy creating illusion of rose. I cannot do rose, and you are going to see the end of it, and it looks like rose, but actually the details are not there, just the illusion. So you don't have to be a good drawer. I'm not, but I really enjoy the process. To my surprise, it was very easy to write with the pointy brush, and first one will say London, second one will say in, and the third book is going to say blue. I first creased them all and made sure that they all line up when I stuck them together. Originally, I was going to leave them blank, the bottom two, but then I decided to paint a rose each to add more interest and make it more attractive. All done and all dry. I'm not sticking them because I will be using these wooden pieces, so I'm just going to tie it with that raffia that I showed you, and in Christmas I will be changing it to something else, maybe for Easter or maybe for summer. I might change it for something else, so watch this space. You are going to be seeing these wooden pieces all the time from now on. They are perfect size for my tier tray, and I'm so happy with the end result. Considering that I cannot draw any roses, I'm so impressed with the result. What do you think? Leave me a comment, please. If I was living in a farmhouse, it would be a modern farmhouse, and I would definitely use purple. So those of you who are wondering, purple farmhouse, this is my excuse. I just love this color. This video is part of a collab or hop called Friend Friday Hop, and this one is hosted by lovely Heidi over at the Heidi Sombul DIY. And if you're not familiar by any chance with Heidi, you should definitely go and check her channel, as she is a very talented crafter, especially if you like farmhouse. Thank you so much, Heidi, for inviting me to this Friends Hop. For my second DIY, I'm using a metal wreath that I bought from B&M store, and I was trying to remove the welcome sign. That's the only thing that I need from this wreath, and I'm going to create my own using an IKEA green wreath. It was very difficult to cut the sign out of it, and I damaged the edges, but that's okay because it's going to be hidden. With the spray paint, I wanted white, so I spray painted white, and I will also spray paint my roses that is damaged, colored somehow, and it's just yellow. It used to be white and now it's yellow, and using acrylic paint I disguised the yellow parts with purple lilac-y spray paint. All dry. Now I'm going to rough it up with some chalk paint. There was signs like this on eBay, and it was $5.99, $6.99 depending on the size, and this wreath was only $4.99, so that's why I went for it, but it was so difficult to remove the sign, as I told you. Now I'm chopping up my roses, and I will be using this box wreath to create a beautiful farmhouse inspired wreath. Basically the look that I'm going for is overgrown hedges and a corner of a farmhouse, and the sign is covered with overgrown hedges and roses just mingled together. So that's the look I'm going for. Once I decided where everything goes, I used hot glue to secure it at the back so they wouldn't be blown away with the British wind. I definitely achieved the look that I was going for. Overgrown hedges in a corner of a farmhouse and hiding away the metal sign, and this is how it looks on my door. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Shule. If you're new, hello. I hope you like what you see in today's video and decide to join to my channel. You can find inspirational, relaxing videos, all home related in my channel. Let's begin on the third one. The tin is cake tin is from Poundland, and I'm using popsicle sticks from, I believe it's Hobbycraft or eBay, I don't remember, but you can easily find it anywhere including Dollar Tree. I'm trying to use a cover in the front so I can turn it into a planter. If I was doing this project again, I would definitely draw the shape of the planter, and I would avoid the parts that I was going to cut later on. Don't forget to jump on another channel after watching this in the hope, and this video, as I said, part of a Friend Friday, and you are going to see a lot of talented ladies, and hop along until you come back to my channel. Enjoy the journey. After removing the label, I applied 3 coats of chalk paint. I used chalk paint again for the front, and I really enjoyed the process, and it's at this stage it really looked like a rustic farmhouse DIY. Now I'm using dry brushing technique and introducing my favorite color with chalk paint again. If you're somebody who likes to watch DIY videos but doesn't have the confidence to do it yourself, I say start today. It's so beneficial to your mental well-being, and you will get better at it in time. I promise you, I'm a design and technology teacher. You will definitely get better with practice. I'm just carving the foam, floral foam to fit the space, and I will fix it with hot glue. This part was a bit challenging because I had to apply the hot glue in one go to cover the edges in order to stick the front, and I had to go several times because by the time I came to stick it, it was already cold and it wasn't sticking. So you have to work really fast at this stage. After sticking it, I had to cut it and the glue came off, so I had to do a few times. I'm not showing you all that boring stuff, but I'm just telling you this part was really challenging. And as you can see, I had trouble cutting where I stuck behind, and if I knew this was gonna happen, I would leave those parts without sticking anything, so it would be easy, a lot easier. To disguise the rough edges, I'm using a rope. I don't like twine, I don't like anything that is brown, so I'm using this light color rope to disguise the edges, and one wasn't enough, so I had to go twice. But the second time around, I slightly overlapped on top of the first one, so I really like the layered effect. And the end was problem, I didn't know how to finish it off, so I had to come up with a swirl. There you go, I made a swirl and I fixed it with the hot glue. It became a decorative feature and really high quality finish. I'm so happy with this, and because of the floral foam, it was so easy to stick the succulent plants in. I will be using this in my holiday home in Turkey and I cannot wait to take it. I'm telling you now because I know my regular My Style, My Colors family members will be wondering when I'll be using this. I am so happy with this cute planter using only Poundland items. On my fourth DIY, I will be using Poundland items, rolling pins, as well as picture frames to create a beautiful two-tiered tray, and I'm going to show you how I decorated. This was really beautiful and probably the best of all. And I cannot wait to show you. It had many elements to it, so you just have to be patient, and I will review the night version as well as the day version. The frame looks wooden, but actually it's made out of plastic. That means when I apply the chalk paint, it's separating, but it gives a beautiful effect, a very rustic effect that I was after. If you are enjoying the content, please do me a favor and give me a thumbs up, as it really helps my channel. After 2 coats of white chalk paint, I was ready for dry brushing, introducing my favorite color. And I used the same dry brushing technique for the frames as well. If you are going to try this tiered tray DIY, make sure the rolling pins are the same height, because not all of them are the same height basically. I don't know what happened with this specification when they were producing it, but some of them shorter than the others, so be careful if you're going to go and shop from Poundland. I didn't want this to be permanent because I'm probably going to take it to Turkey as well, so using hot glue gun. But if you want a permanent result, definitely with the hot glue use something more permanent, because few times it came off and I had to stick it back on. I use hot glue as well to stick the top, but you cannot see because I lost that footage. In order to go to top, I am using floral foam and florals coordinating with the paint. Again, I am getting inspired by the London in Bloom. I didn't want to just make the tier tray and then leave you to imagine what it would look like when I use it. I'm just going to show you the whole process. I really enjoy floral arrangements, and I'm making sure that all the foliage and all the flowers are coordinating, and also it's disguising the foam. This ivy garland is from the range store. I think it was either $4.99 or $5.99, but I'm really happy with it. And before I continue, I'm going to show you another DIY because it's all going to come together. The jars are from B&M. Probably it was £1 or less, and I used chalk paint in my favorite color, all dried up, and now I'm just using dry brushing technique, applying white chalk paint. I really enjoy this process. I can do this all day long. It's so relaxing. You are seeing the edge of my laptop. I was actually watching something. I had my earphones. My husband was watching football match on TV. Really enjoyed, found it so relaxing. Now that shops are open, I went to the Works, which is a craft shop as well as a bookshop in England, and I found this a foamy material greenery I don't know what to call, garland, and it was only £1, and it was the perfect size, split into 3 equal sizes and wrapped around in the rim. It is perfect for summer, this DIY, and I will be using as a either flower holder or a candle holder, so we have to see. I'm making 3, but for the vignette I will be only using 2 of them. Instead of their original lid, I will be using these tiny cups that I bought from Poundland, and the foam that I'm using inside is actually from Dollar Tree. If you've been with me for a while and watched my latest videos, you've seen the technique that I'm using here, because this cup was pack of 3 and I already used one of them, and you are about to see that DIY as well, because I will be using it in the vignette. And these are the finished jars with floral lids. So happy with this DIY. Now I'm going to show you how I display it on my 2-tiered tray. First, the evening version. This is the top, and the one in the middle, bloom jar, is another DIY for another video. Probably you've seen it if you've been with me, and I put LED lights on the other jars and wrapped around the garland, and this is the day version. I am so happy with this arrangement with all these DIYs. Definitely London in bloom. I was in London when they were displaying all those beautiful floral arrangements. Probably that's why I'm obsessed with that book, and I want you to tell me which one of these DIYs you like the most. Was it the books, or the wreath, or jars, or succulent plant holder, or the tier tray, or the whole tier tray vignette? don't forget to leave me a comment, please. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to go to my description box, hop along to next video, next channel, enjoy it. I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye.